6ix9ine has been locked up a lot more times than you may think. If you are a 6ix9ine fan, make sure you guys watch this video until the end because I bet this video will surprise you. Also, if you are a 6ix9ine fan, make sure you leave a like on this video right now, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you would like to join our iPhone X giveaway. Tekashi 6ix9ine is a perfect example on what not to do when you become a famous rap artist. 6ix9ine has been locked up a lot more times than just once, and because of all of his prior lockups, it's actually made the court see him as a worse person than he actually is, which is definitely not going to help him in his newest case, which could potentially leave him locked up for life. While I did the research for this video, even myself was surprised about all of the stuff 6ix9ine has been locked up for in the past, so make sure you watch this video until the end because I bet you will too. 6ix9ine's first arrest was when he was a minor and still in and out of high school. Although it is unclear when specifically it happened, the rapper appeared on the podcast called No Jumper from Adam 22 all the way back in 2017 and admitted to having a few priors on his record well before his music career ever even taken off. 6ix9ine stated in his interview with No Jumper, otherwise known as Adam 22, that he had to do some things before his music career taken off just to get by day in his life that he lived. 6ix9ine did not come from the wealthiest family by any means at all. I mean, sometimes he would have to do some things that are illegal just to help out his mother put food on the table, or even just to get some clothes on his own back. So, I mean, what 6ix9ine had to do to, get by, some people just have to do it. So that's why he has a couple of priors that he doesn't really like to talk about because he does say that he's kind of embarrassed about it. Also in the interview, he said the words, and I quote, "I have a couple of priors. I went to jail. I have a couple of priors." 6ix9ine then explained what happened in the incident by saying, "I got caught selling an illegal substance at a convenience store. And then I beat up the owner of the store, so they hit me with a sale of illegal substance, and then I also got some charges for jumping the store owner, which definitely didn't help me." Now these are all quotes from himself on the No Jumper podcast, but just fast forward just a little bit to March of 2015. 6ix9ine was arrested for his involvement of a video that he posted without the consent of a female being in the video. Now, I know a lot of you guys know about this situation. It's the arrest that, brought 6ix9ine's name to a very bad state. And I do have to mention, I am actually not even allowed to talk about the case on video because my video will be taken down. But a lot of you guys most likely know what it's about, especially if you are a fan of Trippie Redd because he always talks about it. But for this case, 6ix9ine was given probation under the pretense that he would get his GED while being locked up. But however, 6ix9ine did fail his test in January of 2018, resulting in a judge ordering him to serve 4 years of probation and 1,000 hours of community service in New York in October, which he took that with no problem. If anything, he actually said he enjoyed doing the community service. He got to help out the community that he grew up in, and he also got to, help out some kids that were, less fortunate as he was when he was growing up. So, if anything, he said it was a win-win failing that GED test, and honestly, with the way he explained it, I think it was too. Then, actually, a few years go past before 6ix9ine's next arrest. He actually was a pretty good person, doing his 4 years of community service and doing all of the, 1,000 hours and probation, all of that. 6ix9ine was pretty much just laying under the radar, doing what he does, helping out the community and everything. Then a few years go by to May of 2018, where 6ix9ine was then arrested for driving with a suspended license in New York. Upon the policemen coming to 6ix9ine's car, Tekashi allegedly injured the officer, which then resulted in additional charges of obstructing governmental administration, according to New York Times. Now, I did some research behind this. The only news outlets that actually reported on this were like government news outlets like New York Times and stuff like that. They all are ran by the government, but all the other ones I saw, I didn't see anything of this. So I don't know if the police kind of just threw this on and it didn't even happen in the end, but that's what it says. This time, the court did not take it easy on 6ix9ine at all. They locked him up for a few months with absolutely no bail. But then we fast forward to his most recent arrest, which could actually result in him facing the rest of his life behind bars, or if he does get lucky with his snitching actually working, He will be released within a couple weeks maybe, or it could be in September for sure. Now the papers have been released and they have been even read over by Tekashi 6ix9ine's baby mama, and it turns out because 6ix9ine did snitch on his team, he will be let free from jail very soon. This literally could be within the next week, or it'll be in September. Just hold on a minute, I will explain. There is a very high chance that is anyway because of the court documents that were signed. Now I will have the court documents up on the screen so then you guys can read them for yourself. And it turns out that 6ix9ine literally won't be doing any time for any of the crimes that he committed because it wasn't a written agreement with the court that if he snitched on the other people, giving the police the evidence of a ton of crimes that these other dudes committed, then he would be let free. And that's exactly what Tekashi 6ix9ine did. This was a very smart play by him. I know a lot of people are saying they lost respect for him because he snitched. You guys got to think of it from his shoes. Tekashi 6ix9ine is in his 20s. He's got a booming music career. He's got millions of dollars in the bank. He's got a child. He's got his parents that he likes to take care of. What does he need to be sitting in a cell for the rest of his life? I mean, that's kind of dumb when you can literally just snitch and just get out for free. I mean, it's not really anything to be even worried about. Sure, a couple people will lose respect for you, but who really cares at the end of the day? Now, the court document says this, and I quote, "If the defendant does this, the office," and this is detailed on pages 4 and 5 of the agreement, "agrees not to prosecute the defendant for the crimes set forth in counts 1 through 9 of the superseding information, as well as the additional crimes that the defendant has told the government about." So this is all written proof documents of Tekashi 6ix9ine's case, and it literally says the words agreement. So in other words, 6ix9ine made an agreement with the court, otherwise known as snitching. If he gave all the information about all the people involved in Treyway, then he would be let free. Now, a lot of people are mad at this, but think of it like this. Now, days before 6ix9ine's arrest, the police actually went through everyone's phones that were involved in Treyway. Now, there was 3 people involved in Treyway that are really important, and they also got locked up with 6ix9ine. These 3 people were actually planning on robbing 6ix9ine days before their arrest. They were planning on taking his jewelry. He had $200,000 in a Louis Vuitton duffel bag under his bed, and they wanted to take his car. Now, these 3 guys, after 6ix9ine heard the situation about what was going to happen to him, he originally only wanted to snitch on those 3 guys. But the court said, no, we want all of them. It's all of them or no deal. So 6ix9ine said, you know what? If these 3 guys were probably going to split all of my money with all these guys anyway, so who cares? I'm going to snitch on them. Now, when you start to think of it like that, snitching on these people that were literally just going to rob you anyway, this is actually a pretty good thing that 6ix9ine did in my opinion. Now, hearing this, I would like to know also, do you guys think this was a good idea as well? Make sure you leave a comment down below because I am really curious. Now, 6ix9ine could actually be getting released literally any day now. And the way that this works is all the people that 6ix9ine snitched on, there was a total of I think 10 or 11 people. Let's just say 11. So the 11 people, 10 of them have already pleaded guilty. So if 6ix9ine can get this one last person to plead guilty, 6ix9ine will then be released and the trial will already be over. So as of right now, we're literally just waiting for this one guy to plead guilty. And if he does that before September, because September, that's when the actual trial starts, then 6ix9ine will literally be released within a couple of days of him turning himself in. So, I mean, this is literally really good news. I mean, snitching was a really good idea by 6ix9ine in my opinion. And if anything, I don't know about you guys, the internet has been super boring without 6ix9ine being on it, especially Instagram, I find. I mean, I've had practically really nothing to even make videos about because of 6ix9ine being locked up. I mean, the internet's just kind of boring now, to be 100% with you guys. Now, I am going to be ending the video here. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below in the comments if I told you, one of 6ix9ine's arrests that you may not have known, because I am kind of curious. I mean, I had no idea about the first 2, so if you guys didn't either, make sure you guys let me know because it will be something to talk about in the comments. But anyways guys, it has been District Trending. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm out. Peace.